Hello everyone. Today I am going to let you know about the visionary principles in India, and Bhavesh Disnes Bhalareo is one of them. Educating and enlightening students with dedications. So that is his priority. Now let us see. This is Bhavesh ji, and dedicated principals have a firm vision for their schools. They create a strong game plan and a definite structure to ensure the development of the students and the teachers. These principals are determined to transform students into responsible professionals of tomorrow. They are the torch bearers of education, enlightenment, and innovations. One such determined principal who is taking every necessary step to uplift the education sector is none other than Mr. Bhavesh Dinesh Bhalarao, the principal of Indian School Bowsher, Muscat. He possesses over 20 years of qualitative experience in teaching, student management, and administrations. With his focused endeavors, he wants to usher in an era of academic superiority and quality extracurricular and co-curricular experiences. In an interview with the Knowledge Review, Mr. Bhavesh shares about his journey as an educator, his different experiences, his opinions about the education system, and so on. Following are the highlights of his interview. So, first question which was put to him was, please introduce yourself to our readers and your professional journey so far. He starts, my journey began in the cosmopolitan city of Mumbai, where I was born and brought up in a middle class family environment. The value of education was imbibed in me at a very early age by my loving parents. It was no surprise to anyone that I slowly but steadily moved up the ladder of success. It is apt to describe me as a simple and hardworking human being with very high goals. There were many paths open. The one I chose is education. The crossing over from being a student to the profession of a teacher commenced after the completion of my diploma in education. As a primary section teacher, I could see myself growing with my students. The thirst of knowledge propelled me into continuing my education, and it is with humble modesty that I stand proud with BA BEd, MA Education, MA History, MA English, and Diploma in School Management, currently pursuing PhD. Work is worship. It is true in every sense of the word, and that is what I have always practiced in my life. The skills and performance that I exhibited had me reach greater heights in my life journey. The state board, CBSE, and ICSE are the board of education I have been closely associated with and have been a self competitive leader in the education sector for the last 15 years. Guiding and pushing each member of my team to aim higher is my passion, and in my career, I am proud to see many of my team members occupying distinguished positions in various organizations. In the recent past, I worked as an advisory board of directors of 5 schools. Training is my forte. I have conducted training sessions for 5,000 teachers on various topics via more than 100 seminars and workshops. I was invited by the Ministry of Israel to present a paper and to discuss on innovation in education. It was a memorable experience and a rare opportunity to be one of those two selected from India. During my free time and on an honorary basis, currently I am working on educational projects in collaboration with delegates from USA, Peru, Nepal, and Cambodia. I had the opportunity to work as a principal at Podar International School, very renowned school in India, and currently I am working as a principal at Indian School of Bowsher, Muscat, again in a very renowned school in the Middle East. Now, the second question that was put by the interviewer was, what inspired you to become an educator? Would you like to tell our audience who were your role models growing up? He says that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And this is a famous quote, by APJ Abdul Kalam. The life of Dr. Kalam, the way he found a place in every Indian heart worldwide by just being himself, by sheer determination, a personality disseminating humility were all the attributes I tried to imbibe in myself. Dr. Kalam was a source of inspiration which compelled me to aim and climb higher while keeping humility and kindness as my constant companions. Education has always been a noble profession, and the sense of fulfillment it gives within me cannot be measured. To be a sailor on a boat in the sea of education brings a feeling of patriotism that I am doing my bit for humanity in this lifetime. The third question, which was asked to him, was kindly share your views regarding interactive online educational content and how it is affecting students and modern classrooms. How are you helping make educational technology usable and applicable to school or college education? To this question, he replies that the pandemic has brought an unprecedented importance of technology in education. The technology was there, but not to the scale it is now. The online classes connected by our school are one of a kind in the whole of the country. The facilitators have taken up training, got certified as Google Level 1 educator. Various innovations like having assemblies, sports day, proctored online exams, parent teacher meetings every month, etc., were all innovative and mind blowing. The next step is to keep up with the pace that the world is and be the winners by having holistic educations. Students have discovered a world where everything is available at the touch of a button. They are tech savvy. A word of caution is necessary here to help them recognize the good from the bad. In question number 4, what was asked to him is very interesting, and let us see how he replies. The question number 4, which was asked, is which branch of educational philosophy do you subscribe to and implement in your classrooms and why? To this question, he answered promptly that in our classrooms we implement and subscribe to the pedagogic philosophy because our classrooms need to be interactive and there should be give and take between a facilitator and students. Teaching and learning is not a one-way traffic, it should always be two ways. We try to implement a mixture of 2 or 3 philosophies so that our students have cognitive as well as affective development. We are judiciously following the 6 E's of learning, namely engage, excite, explain, explore, expand, and evaluate. To the question number 5, which was put to him, he answers that, first of all, let us see the question. Education is considered a tool for empowerment. What effort do you and your institution take to make sure that education is provided to those who need it? To this question, he replies that the mission and vision of our institution is in itself the answer to this query. We have promised ourselves, the entire Boston family, that we will not give up on any student. We will give our 100% effort and guide and empower our students with holistic education, academic, physical, and psychological, to move forward in their life. In addition to this, to question number 6, what is the one thing? Let me tell you the question first. Education is considered a tool for empowerment. This was number 5. Now question number 6, which is, what is the one thing you would like to change in India's higher education system? In order to answer this question, he speaks that India's higher education system has all the things in the right places, but the students lack the practical experience, and this is true students. I am a true believer of a skill-based education. It is one of the various projects I am doing research on to promote. Secondly, I feel we must promote research-based education and we should encourage and support students for more and more research work. To the last question, let us see. What advice would you like to give to those who aspire to step into the field of higher education? To this question, he answers that we owe to the society and to give back what the society or the world has given us. It is our duty to build the citizens of tomorrow with a sense of purpose, responsibility, and righteousness. We should take our place every day to be true to one's profession. We should contribute to our society, the nation, and the world at large whichever we can. For this, we should not depend on others. It is rightly said by our fathers of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, be the change you want to see in the others. That is what we should strive for. Thank you so much, students and listeners. Hope you must be guided well by this kind of speech and the interview by this great principal. Thank you so much.